Hey everybody, my name is Sam.
And I'm Angela, and welcome back to our channel.
We are in the middle of renovating a part of our mobile home. We are currently in our bedroom, but we will be working in the bathroom today. This is a 1988 Palm Harbor single-wide mobile home, and we're doing this paycheck to paycheck, trying to keep everything under control, but still getting quite a bit done.
Right.
So we left off last video showing you guys the pocket door framing and all of that installation. Today we have to do something that may seem a little bit different, but it's the next logical step in this progression.
So what we really are wanting to do is drywall. But in order to do the drywall in the bathroom, we have to put up the bathtub. And before we can put up the bathtub, we have to put in the new window.
Wait,
So,
what? Yes.
So we are going to first start in putting in the new window that's going to go in the bathroom. Let's go.
First thing we're going to do is take advantage of the doorways in the bathroom still being kind of open and bring the tub out and clean out room so we can get to that back wall, which is where the original window is, and the new one is going to go. Here. Try to take it out. Oh, almost got you. Alright, watch out. This one's right here at our feet.
Put this in the living room to send back?
Sure. Or are we going to put it in the car back? I don't know. There's no telling what we're doing. We don't know.
Are you going to leave the toilet?
Yeah, it's heavy.
It is very heavy.
So here's a look at the bathroom window. This is the original kind with a little crank on the side. It would open out. I mean, it still works, but it's a single pane glass. It's an old hunk of junk, as we would say. So we have a different window that we purchased. We're going to put in place. The difference is this new window is taller, but it is more narrow. So we're going to have to do some adjustments with framing the wall at least, but also dealing with the siding outside. First step in all this is to take out the old window first. So let's go ahead and get our tools and go outside.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't have reached. Okay, that's a good height. What is it? What the? Is it on the wrong size?
No.
What?
I don't know. I'm just finding.
Well, there's one. See, it's like.
Nothing ever works right. That's why I'm laughing.
Oh, there's chickens. I think it's.
Whoa! Sorry, I almost fell
Sam
back.
I'm gonna have to bleep that one out.
Sorry, I almost fell backwards.
Yeah, see, it's not fitting in the.
It's too fat.
It is.
Well, get the ones you can. Is that it? The end.
Yep, on that end.
Alright, here, you hold the camera. Don't fall backwards. That's it? Just two?
Yeah.
Man. Alright, let me go get the bit holder. The thing I told you not to use, I'll go get it and we'll use it. We're in the never-ending search for a 1/4-inch nut driver that'll actually fit within the track of these windows. It's not really fitting well. While we're up here, let's take a peek and see how this roof is doing. Do you guys see any of that? Looks pretty good. Everything's still down, buttoned down, tight and down and down. Hey! You want something done right? Get Angela to do it.
Didn't work the first time. Now we get to pry it off.
These are my pockets.
Screws are out, so next we pry out the window. And somebody caulked it a lot.
Not us. We have never touched this window. I'll make sure it doesn't fly out and kill us like you tried to kill me with the dining room window.
Not so.
You remember that? No comment. Your silence is guilt.
I'm working.
Alright, that's pretty good here. You want to swap?
Yep.
I'm short, so I'm standing up an extra rung.
I can't see.
Carefully peel the 6 pounds of silicone caulk they've put up here. Got a nice rubber hinge.
Yep.
Here we go. Ready, camera woman?
There. Oh, there's our bathroom. Good job, honey. With the windows out, we have to go ahead and prep this surface, which means get all the gunk off of it.
Butyl tape.
Butyl tape, and there's some silicone up top. I don't know that this is butyl tape.
No, that's gunk.
Butyl tape doesn't stretch like this. Yay, there's one piece off. I threw it inside.
Ah, my clean bathroom.
This is where it's usually easier to do it in the cold weather because it just crumbles off. Which we're taking that off, so I guess it doesn't matter there.
Nah. Just don't cut your hands.
I know.
All of the prep work outside has been done, and we are to the point where we can go ahead and begin framing our new window opening.
Well, let's show them the window.
Sounds good. I have the window right here.
So I wanted a slider window, not the ones that you got a, what do they call it, awning window?
Can you open it? Hello. Thank you.
And I looked at all of the local stores, and they didn't have anything around the size that we wanted. And it was going to be really expensive and have to wait like a month to get it in. So we looked on Amazon.
You. Thanks, but there was no we on that part. You were like window shopping.
And it was a pretty good price, and it was in the dimensions that we wanted. And it's a slider. So, here we go.
So technically this is a basement window. I think it's designed for basements. And it does slide. But the cool thing we like about it, it is a dual pane thermal insulated window. It is all vinyl. It has the flanges for mounting everything, which will work great for our installation. And it was cheap. It was under 70 bucks. Right?
I can't remember.
I think it was like 65. Anyway, good deal. Good window.
Good job.
Good. Alright, so what we're going to do next is frame up our rough opening. This window is 32 inches wide and 14 inches tall. At least that's the, the rough opening. They always tell you to frame it just a little bit bigger than your window so you can get it square and level, plus have room for your sealant or gasket to go around it. So let's go clean up the mess of butyl tape in the bathroom and then start framing. The framing members look fine on the top, left, and right. Well, the bottom looks fine too, but we're going to cut into that. So I'm going to go ahead and measure down from the top header 15.5 inches, mark the studs that I'm going to cut. We'll go ahead and cut those, and then I'll measure to put my new bottom plate or bottom board for the window into place. I have cut my studs loose now. They are free. These are going to be 1.5 inches lower than the final opening of the window. So as you measure, if you're doing this project, make sure you measure very carefully. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut the nails or staples off, holding this board in place, and remove this whole section. Da, 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 da. That is it for the demolition work so far. So I'm going to go in here, and Angela, with her cordless chop saw, will cut me one at 36 inches and 3/4 and two at 14 inches.
I gotta remember one at a time.
36 and 3/4. We have our scrap wood pile and the cutting scrap wood pile. And then two at 14. Oh, it's right into the doorway. Oh, forget it's here. Careful, careful. Roughly. You get the idea.
What? Oh. They're saying roughly got it right. About to say.
You're doing fine. You're doing great.
It's something you don't have to do.
Uh-huh.
There you go. Perfect. Just enough wiggle room where it won't bind, but totally enough so that it seals and everything. Cool. I'm excited. That looks nice. I think this is one of the most exciting parts of the whole thing for me.
Really?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
What?
I know what you're thinking. I was thinking the same thing outside.
What?
If it's big enough to patch itself.
Yeah, I think it is big enough to patch itself, yeah. Which is fine, we can take that flashing back. All of our work is done as far as the inside work. We lucked out that I think we have enough of the old siding that's going to be left over to be cut off that I can use it to fill in the right and left sides and patch the hole up using its own material. That'll help it not stand out as bad, and also means we can take that roll of aluminum flashing we bought back to the hardware store and trade it for something else we need for this project. First step to do out here is to go ahead and cut out the rest of this old siding. I'm going to use my level to draw a line and then my metal snips to just cut it out. Just rinse and repeat. So this funny piece is the actual filler piece I cut from the old siding. It has a lot of different notches taken out because it has to do a lot of different things. It's made to fit up and behind this original siding, both on the right side behind it and above it behind it, as well as fit around the little J channel that runs down the side of this home. That's what this little notch out's for, and then fit with the side of the window. So it's an interesting looking piece, but it's designed to lay in there to allow proper water shedding, prevent any kind of water intrusion, and still give a nice as it can be, look in the end. Our window is one that it does not mount with the flanges and the screws through the outside like the other windows we put in our home and have shown in previous videos on our channel. Since it is a different style window, I'm going to go ahead and attach the siding to the framing members around the perimeter of the opening. I'm going to put some Lexel sealant between the siding and the wall framing, and then attach it with some flat panhead screws so they're very low profile and it pins the siding against the house so that we can then take the next step. All the siding is attached to the framing. Now I'm going to use some window flashing tape and go ahead and flash out this opening as the next step and next prevention of ever letting water get anywhere past the outside of this home in this area. My little pull-off piece tore.
Oh.
That's alright. Sorry to be flashing everybody, but it's kind of just required. That's going to hold it great. And it doesn't fill it with holes and screws whenever we do the aluminum or the wood siding or whatever. We can work around this. So, here we go. It's done.
It's in, it looks great, but come have a look for yourself. Oh yeah, that's smooth. I'm so in love with this window in here. Would you look at it? It looks great. I love it.
That new window is very nice. Not only is it easy to open, but it is clear glass, so it lets in more light.
And it's taller, so it lets in more light.
Yep. We don't have any real concerns about peeping toms because the angle you would have to be at to see in the window and then see anything inside, the overhang of our new roof hides most of that, so I mean,
you'd have to be on the ladder.
Yeah, or Superman with X-ray vision. So as far as installation, I did deviate just a little bit. I ended up adding some screws through the outside flange, which is similar to how the other homes' windows are installed. We would have to have really pushed on it with a lot of force while someone was attaching it inside to get it to make up for the undulations in the metal siding. So adding those screws outside just made it a non-issue at that point. Everything's sealed up really great and tight, and it's no concern with water intrusion, considering most of that window is also underneath the overhang as well.
It is.
It would have to be quite the monsoon to get rain in that window.
It'd have to rain upside down.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we'll get the question asking about trimming out the window. We are not going to do that because we have plans to put all new siding on our home, and that project will have us taking every single door and window off the home. So it's just not worth the expense or work right now because we have that project for us in mind in the future anyway. It's still weather tight, so there's no worries there.
I know windows are kind of funny in how they're very particular about sizes and stuff, but we will put a link for the window we have below. It is a 32 by 14, and I have to say, it is very nice.
It is, definitely. So if you're watching and you don't have this exact mobile home situation, maybe you have a crawl space basement and that would work for you. I like this window. It's got good drain features in the tracks below. It has a screen built in. It's dual pane, so
it's nice.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming along and watching us add a window into the bathroom. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. We love to read them. And otherwise, we'll see you guys next time in the house. Bye.
See ya. Back to our mobile home renovation, where we right now are standing in our... The heck?
Right now we're getting scared by the cat.
It's still focused on your face, so it's like you're in the end of a cave or something.
Yes. Oh, I thought I brought it back in here.
All the work and prep work has been done outside. We're now to this part of the step of the... Yep. Can the camera see my face?
Yeah.
Still in it here?
Yeah, almost out. You need to come in a little. Yeah, you're fine right there. And... hold on. It's not flattering. Okay. Oh yeah, that's smooth. I'm so in love with this window in here.
Why? What? What? So you know what?
What?
That is our last window that we had to replace in the house.
It is.
Wait, no it's not, is it? Anyway.
It's gonna go with it.
No. Here, put her up at the microphone.